So here we go, it's Larry Butler versus Scott Waits. It's the first to 3 sets still, as it has been throughout this competition in this last quarter-final match, and a place in the semi-final awaits the winner. And there's Larry Butler, a qualifier of course, managed to get into the knockout stage, the televised stage, the last 32, and has managed to beat a couple of decent players, one of them sitting alongside me. Scott Waits has yet to drop a set. He beat the redoubtable Cody Harris in that round of 32, the first round, and then managed after that to take care of Richard Veenstra. Well, the heads-to-heads you saw there, but I don't think either player at the moment has the head-to-head in mind. They've both got similar heads, that's all I can say, Scott, looking at them from here. And the main thing is, it's how those darts go today, not yesterday, isn't it?
It is indeed, and yeah, I'd just like to make that clear that John made that comment to the Waits family, who I'm very friendly with, and not myself. Yeah, I mean the head-to-head was as little a day far away as sort of 4 days ago, and Larry managed to beat Scott 5-3 in the last bit of the Grand Slam qualifier to go through. So there is unsettled business here for Mr. Waits.
Oh, maybe it does matter then, since it was quite so recent. But anyway, away we go, and so Butler kicks off with his first 6 starts with 160, and Waits with his first 6 starts with 261. Quality on this stage.
140.
Right here in the shape of these two, and the titles they've won in their illustrious careers. They have one thing in common, they've won titles obviously within the BDO WDF system, but they've also won a major title on the other side in the PDC system, because Scott Waits, we remember winning the Grand Slam with darts like that, brilliant 11 darter to start with, and of course Butler won that inaugural World Match Play back in 1994, historic moment for him. So a brilliant start by Scott Waits, 11 darts.
Difficult to beat that against the darts, John. You've got to do a 12 before he gets to the board.
140.
Well, we saw Glenn Durrant start his match with an 11 darter earlier, and ended up with an average of just under 105. Waits quite capable of doing that, we know.
Like I say, just hitting a bit of form. Started the year badly, a shoulder injury. Scott Waits.
100.
He's past that now. He's had physio. He's got himself back on track. And here he is at the business end of the year. Doing the business, shall we say.
39.
Absolutely. Warming up nicely for the big one, and there it is. Well, Lakeside's 2017 is a little way off yet, sir. We'll get 2016 out of the way first, shall we?
60.
But you might as well think ahead as far as you want. But he's warming to the task here in Hull.
138.
With no doubt in due course the Lakeside in mind. Well, the gentleman there keeping score here on that front row, you can just see one of them down there.
140.
Big Cliff Murray was one of them.
164.
From the SDA.
So treble 19 would leave the bull. But 61 for Butler to break back. Imperative for him that he does it, I would suggest, Scott.
Well, he's had a great leg till now, so it's double 18. Everything's going Butler's way.
Yes, that's game shot. Not the second leg. Larry Butler
Well, a brilliant effort there from Larry Butler to level up in 14 darts. So far we've had an 11 darter and a 14 darter in this match. And if it continues like that, it'll be over lightning quickly, although it will possibly go deep into the 5th set. And we like games like that, don't we, Scott?
We do, and we hope everybody at home likes those close games like that, because they are edge of your seat stuff.
Yes, I think the supporters prefer comfortable victories, and I think the players do. But
96.
when push comes to shove, you don't always get what you want. Brilliant stuff from Waits. He really does look good, doesn't he? He really does look good. Flowing nicely, and as you say, that shoulder injury which caused all sorts of problems. You could see it in his throw, and it causes doubt in the mind, doesn't it, as well? But there's a freedom about his delivery at the moment.
And there's a clever thing he did at the same time. He swapped his darts at the same time, John. So he's using new darts for the last few months. And so as he's rebuilt his throw with his shoulder, he's rebuilt it with the new darts. So that's a clever idea for anybody out there. If that's the time to do it, I would say. And he seems to be reaping the rewards from that.
Scott, you require 136.
I suppose you could apply the same to a golf club or a cricket bat or whatever. If you can find the right time to make the switch, then it's
42.
following an injury or towards
Larry, you require 108.
the way back from an injury. Wise words from Scotty Dog. 19 leaves 89. Treble 19 will leave double 16. 38 scored, 70 left. Oh, he hesitated. I think it's treble 18 he's going for. No, it's treble 10. His eyes look one way and his arms go the other.
Scott, you require 94.
I think he juggled the dart in his hand there because he was unsure whether he had it hold of it right, and I think that showed that he probably didn't. Oh, just slightly wayward there for Waits.
Well, I noticed yesterday in a game, Scott
Larry, you require
never
55.
uses the bull in those circumstances when he's in the low 90s and the other fella's on a finish. He prefers to go for the straight treble. He prefers to go for this double top now and get it. Got to, really. Otherwise he loses the set, methinks.
Yeah,
But instead, Scott, he wins it. Remarkable.
Second set, first leg. It's Scott to throw first. Okay.
Unusual there. Larry takes a stop. He doesn't actually move. He I don't know what he does there. He just didn't throw it. Delayed his throw for the double top
60.
and hit it. It was like he juggled the dart to get it right in his hand again. Whether that's a tactic, having not watched a lot of Larry in recent years, I don't know. But I did notice he did it against me as well. But he's definitely upped his game here.
180.
Well, brilliant darts from Butler. And I know those who are managing to get these pictures out in the States
140.
will be absolutely delighted with the way things are going for their American star. And he's making the game look easy, and that's always a sign as we're going to go for a second 180. It would have been nice to see. He almost got a 9-darter, you know, way back in 94 in that Blackpool event. He missed the double 12 on that occasion, and I was on the mic on that occasion too, Scott. It would have been great to have seen one as long ago as that. 10 years after, of course, John Lowe's initial one in the MFI World Match Play in Slough back in 1984.
This leg's been toe to toe with the scoring.
Started like a train, Waits. Pulled out of Halifax station rapidly quick, but Butler at the moment is the one who's enacted the buffers as he wants double 12 for an 11-dart finish.
And he's hit it. And he's hit it. Waits opens up the game with an 11 dart leg, and Butler responds with an 11 dart leg to say, hello mate, I'm still here.
Yes, he's had a 14 darter and now an 11 darter. We've just had a remarkable Glenn Durrant performance, or earlier this afternoon, and there you have it. Look, 11, 14, 18 and 11. However did we get the 18 darter? I mean, it's not bad, but what a sparkling 3 legs around it.
48.
It looks like a slack dart, doesn't it, with the legs that it had around it?
Yeah, absolutely. 2 11 darters already in 4 legs of arrows. That's what you get in the World Masters, folks. Ton 40 for Butler there.
He's definitely found the scoring zone in this match as Butler.
100.
We thought that maybe, look at the averages there, actual averages, 101 and 100.
Yes, it is terrific, isn't it? And how they can rise to the occasion as the occasion becomes more of an occasion, from last 16 to quarter final, on then to the semis for the winner, and then on to the big one. The one that matters most. The final itself later tonight.
He'll start with the treble 20 here, Butler.
100.
And a good ton in the circumstances. Will Waits way back on 253. Not quite found his scoring boots in this leg.
81. Larry, you require 64.
Well, 20 years between these two. This man with a long history behind him, but his powers have not diminished, or if they did, they've certainly returned, as he looks here for double 16, and he takes his time, but my, it works, Scott.
Larry Butler. Third set, first leg. It's Larry to throw first. Game on.
Well, an unexpected lead for Butler as the underdog here. Probably
15.
playing the guy in the BDO that has a Grand Slam winning trophy, has a World Masters winning trophy, and has a Lakeside trophy. So very used to winning is Mr. Waits.
All foreign to me. But foreign this guy may be to me, but a man I know well, and indeed Scott. Excellent dart players, wonderful to watch when they're on song. As we see Waits brilliantly trying to hit back here and knock the American off his stride.
I feel that Butler's dictating the pace of the game here a little. I think Scott would rather the pace of the game was a little quicker.
Well, a bundle of titles between them. You listed some of the very big ones, of course, for Scott Waits, who's a man who started playing darts relatively late, to be honest, but there was latent talent there, and he certainly made use of it with, as you say, some major, really big titles. None bigger than the world title, of course.
Waits there on Butler's last visit, thought he had a chance. Butler had a 5 and a 1, and his experience, he dug out a treble 19, and he's gone down there again.
133.
Brilliant darts from Butler, so Waits knows that 81, if it doesn't go, there's every chance that 92 might. 62 left, he'll go 12 bull here, double 13, that's the alternative. Brilliant darts, absolutely brilliant darts from Scott Waits. And to be honest with you, I've got to say, Scott, it's not, he's 2 sets down, not because he's thrown badly, but because Butler has been brilliant in reply to his own setting or laying down of the gauntlet.
And Waite's winning that leg may affect Larry's mindset there, because he really didn't do a lot along that leg himself.
97.
But I think it's that kind of week, and I think it's that kind of stage in Butler's career, the way everything's going, that nothing now affects him. You know, he's been there, done it, worn the dart shirt, and I think he's just happy to be up there playing arrows. If they go in, they go in, and if they don't, or if the other fellas go in rather more regularly,
60.
then so be it. And I think, therefore, there's pressure off him.
Fantastic double stats there. 2 out of 2 for Waits, 4 out of 5 for Butler. So out of the 7 darts thrown at a double, they've only missed with 1.
Yeah, had some going. You remember the one Butler missed with? Trying to work it out. I think it was double 16. Yes, it was, and he hit it, didn't he, the second time?
81. Scott,
So it's really a missed dart at a double that doesn't matter, because he got it the next dart, didn't he?
He did. There we are, talking about not missing doubles, and he missed a big single 11.
Yes. Well, you were talking about dictating the pace of the game. I think he was trying to hurry it along there, and I think he did probably miss for that reason.
92.
But anyway, he's back for 32, and Butler still can't check out, so this is a chance to win the set, stay in the match, take us into a 4th set, double 8.
Yes, that's game shot. And the 3rd set, Scott Waits. 4th set, first leg. It's Scott to throw first. Game
So
on.
Waits misses his first double in the match.
But again, it was one that didn't matter, because he picked it up with the next
60.
arrow. And I always think that's important when we look at missed darts at a double. If I have 2 darts, or if you rather than me, if I have 2 darts at a double, it's a miracle. If you have 3 darts at a double, but you get it with the 3rd dart, those 2 that you've
43.
missed, they go down as missed darts in the stats, but they really don't matter.
No, what matters is the number 1 on your side in the leg count.
Yeah.
And yeah, you do. You're absolutely right, John. You don't worry about that.
So 2 sets to 1 to the Bald Eagle, and that's no reference to this man. He's known as the Bald Eagle, Larry Butler from Dayton in Ohio. I nearly said Denton, which is where I live in Manchester. He's far from there.
Butler's back in the red again.
Yeah, brilliant 180 from the American. Superb throwing. Has lost the 3rd set, but really hitting back hard now. And against the throw favourite to take this, possibly.
And the last dart, it had lurch, it had shoulder, it had lean, and it went straight in that top corner of the treble 20. So now it's double 12 for Butler.
114.
Well, I remember that same double 12 last occasion when he wanted it for a 9 darter 21 years ago, and it was a similar dart to that one. Now 54.50 left. Oh, he's missed the big 18. That is a crucial dart. Would you believe it?
Yeah, not happy with himself there, and quite rightly so. This is what tension can do in a match. So it's Butler now for double 6. Last dart.
Yes, that's game shot.
Well, Butler gets there in the end with that very important leg, but what a miss by Waits, the 2nd time in the last few minutes that he's gone for a big number and ended up next door. And that, it can happen once, but when it happens for a 2nd time, as you suggested, indicative of the pressure that he's feeling.
Well, Waits now knows that he's got to break the Butler throw to even have a chance to stay in the game. Which, the way that Larry's been throwing, is some tall order.
Yeah, some tall order indeed. Now he kicks off with a ton, then takes a 140, and all those vast, experienced years of playing darts are coming to the fore now, as Larry Butler, already a victor during the course of this week over the number 3 seed Scott Mitchell, over Madars Razma, the number 14 seed, and possibly now, before too long, the number 11 seed Scott Waits, who won't quit, that's for sure. Very much in this contest if he wins this leg. Brilliant visit.
He's a Yorkshireman, is Mr. Waits, and he doesn't give up, I can tell you that.
Two. He will be careful here. He won't want to stay in the 20s. He goes across to the 18s to leave himself 164.
And he hit the 18 that time, John. Very crucial.
Yes. I wonder what the score would be had he done that earlier.
54.
To leave 80. Butler will be back unless Waits, who's already taken out a 164 in this competition. In the first round he did it. He had a 164, a 161 rapidly, one after the other. How he could have done with one there, because Butler may now be just a couple or 3 darts away from another famous victory. 20 for tops. Big dart. And he knows how big this dart is. It's so big, but he's equal to it. Would you believe it? Larry Butler bites back after a brilliant start from Waits, and he's the winner. Scott, you've got to say, it's his week. Surely, is his name on the trophy?
Well, I think he must have only lost one game all week. I mean, it's just incredible. Where's he finding the stamina for?